Is my nose still on? Okay. Whew. Whew. Good. Okay. That's creepy. Yeah. All right. So. Yeah. Well, when I had a splint on for 2 days, it looked exactly like that's what I had done. Because that's kind of what it looks like. But they put the splint in so it wouldn't. Yeah. That's funny. You guys are a laugh riot, man. I tell you, you're funny. I know. Thanks, Krogel. Okay, so here's the dealio. I guess I can go into whatchamajigger, Facebook and get questions. Okay. I mean, I may talk about it. Okay, let's count and go. Okay. Let me just do this. Okay, it's a little better. Okay. Can I count? Okay, so you're gonna take them full. Here we go. You can go back and forth full and monitor. I don't know. I think full is probably better to see this. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Good evening. I'm WSA 9 meteorologist Topper Shutt. We're going to talk about the snow and sleet and rain rolling through the metro area. I'm kind of upset. There's a little bit of a hole developing in the radar with snow north of us and rain south of us, but some moisture is returning. I have a little Band-Aid on my face. Yes, Grace. I have a little Band-Aid on my face. I had a little basal cell taken off on Wednesday. So, and the stitches come out this Wednesday. Sunscreen is all I can say to folks out there. Okay, so look at this. So we have the first batch roll through. We talked about how it started out as rain, but then it kicked to snow, which is blue, and then the white's the lighter snow. Another little batch here, kind of coming down from the mountains. Looks like this area, though, will stay to our south and move through Charlottesville and Richmond. So I don't see a bunch more coming tonight. I think that was our best chance to get accumulating snow. I really do. We'll zoom in a little bit. Again, most of this is snow. However, I will say that it's gone back to sleet in Montgomery County. Reports of sleet from Rockville, Potomac, northward. And again, this is a little bit of light snow we're watching as it moves sort of down the river from northwest to southeast. So it was never going to be a power-packed storm. It's going to just bring us a mix of precip, and well, that's what it's done. We'll zoom in a little more, and Leesburg, Rockville, a little bit of mixed bag there. Nothing, kind of a lull right now in Bowie and Waldorf, but that will change. So tomorrow morning, not a lot. I mean, there's a little bit of light activity, temps around 32, but I don't really see any icing as a problem. Some slick roads, yeah, more like driveways and sidewalks, I think, will be the slickest part. By 10 o'clock, most of the activity now of any consequence is kind of right along the Maryland-PA border. And then we're looking at temperatures above freezing, so we're in pretty good shape in that regard. So by 1 o'clock, most of the rain is gone. Look at the temps. Everybody's well above freezing. I think some areas might make 50. Luray, you might make 50 Tuesday. Yeah, probably 51 or so. And we'll make it well into the 40s in the metro. Don't think we'll ever clear out, though. I really don't. I think it'll stay cloudy and kind of dismal for a while. And we might clear out Tuesday night. Not so sure about that. More snow continues west of the divide. Good news for Wisp and for Timberline and on down into Snowshoe. So this is a model I just showed for fun here. Not going to happen, but going 2.4 inches in DC. I think the burst is over with right now. So here are all the models spread out from 1/10 of an inch to 2.3. Right now, 1/10 of an inch is probably closest. Well, maybe 3/10 of an inch is the closest number. Frederick, kind of similar deal. 1 inch to about 2 inches. I think you may be done with all the snow you're going to get. Leesburg, 1/2 an inch to 1.8. I think you're kind of done with most of the significant snow. And then Hagerstown, 7/10 to 2.5. I think you're going to be closer to an inch. before all said and done. So again, we're going to have some slippery roads north and west of D.C. Burst of snow from now till midnight. Then it's pretty much over. All rain Tuesday. A few pockets of freezing rain, but that goes away. Everybody gets into the 40s. And then I see little, if any, refreezing Tuesday night. So it could be some black ice Tuesday night, but I think it won't be widespread. So, just sort of keep that in mind. Sometimes the temperature can be 35, but the road can freeze because it's been colder of late. So just be careful if you see something that looks wet. I would treat it as if it were black ice frozen. So just so you know that. I'm going to get online here and see if the questions are showing up. And I'll take your... Oh, really? You're gonna do this for me, Grace? You're going to help me? All right, Grace. Grace is going to feed me. Okay, good. All right, thank you. Thank you, Grace. All right, Winchester. I think you're pretty much done with everything. I mean, we got the mix will continue for Winchester, but rain elsewhere. Temps in the 30s. I don't see anything very heavy either. So tomorrow's not bad once we get through the rain in the morning, but it's just not going to clear up. Few clouds Wednesday. Could see some snow Wednesday night into Thursday. That next system goes to our south. It looks like it goes to our south at this point. And then after that, it's very cold on Friday. Okay. And then we got another chance for some snow Sunday. Sunday morning, maybe into Sunday afternoon. We'll see. All right. So, we have some questions here. Let me just go back to radar, and we'll talk about a couple of things. Okay, so let's just talk about Winchester and Beltsville. So this is the future cast for Winchester. All right, so there's Winchester right there. So, you make it above freezing early in the morning. You have kind of a light mix. There could be some icing out there. I just don't see it's going to be a lot of icing. I really don't. And then, you're going to have everything end, and then you're going to just get rain. I mean, you're 36 by lunchtime. Beltsville, I don't see anything in terms of a mixed bag. I mean, maybe another hour you get a chance for sleet, and then you're just looking at rain as we go through tomorrow. And the rain hangs on in Beltsville till about 1 o'clock. I'm sorry, where else, Grace? Jefferson, PA. Not sure where that would be. It might be just over the border. If it's over the border in PA, yeah, you're going to have to contend with a mix of snow and sleet pretty much through 8, 9 o'clock. So the roads up there, once you go across the border, they could be a little slippery. So just sort of keep that in mind. Okay. Oh, did he? Okay. Okay, good. Why am I seeing that on there, Grace? You got to get rid of that one logo if you can. I'm not putting that on, but I think you are. That's not me. It is me? Really? Does it go away when I do that? Well, who has it on this, inside this? Hang on, everybody. Yeah, you're right. I don't know why that's on there. Hagerstown and Clinton. Well, we have Hagerstown here, and you can see it's, like 30. Some snow, 9 o'clock. And then not much happens, a little bit of a lull. And then you have a mix in Hagerstown overnight, but look, your temps are 33. So some of the side roads may be bad in the morning, but I don't think it's going to be, I don't think this much precip is headed our way. Let's put it that way. In fact, what I'll do here is I'll just sort of give you guys another, let me just give you another, I don't think I even want this on at this point. If I'm using this on, I hope I didn't use this on the air today, Grace. Did I? Nobody said anything. I don't know if I used this graphic or not. Oh, it did? Okay. Okay, good. So here is another model, and I think that this may be more representative of what is actually going to happen from now overnight. So there we go, there we go. Light, light, light. Again, a mix, that's still consistent, a mix around, you know, Gaithersburg, Clarksburg North, and certainly by the border. And then boom, everybody's, you know, well into the 30s. We should be 43, 45 tomorrow. So there. Clinton, did you say Clinton too, Grace? I think you did. Clinton, you're looking at rain. Yep. Just some rain, nasty night, build a fire. But I'll give you some hope, Clinton, if you are into snow. You might get a little on Wednesday night or Thursday as this system goes south of us. And I can show you some fun things here. This European model, so went a little overboard on this storm. Then it's got a little Wednesday night into Thursday, probably a little overboard on that storm. And then it's got Sunday into Monday, it's going hog wild with, again, a total of 12 inches in Hagerstown, but that is a cumulative. So more like 10 for that storm. Not so sure that's going to happen, but that's it's certainly the most aggressive model of the next for the next storm Sunday into Monday. And if I can find the side-by-side maps, I will show you. Prince William County. Okay, let me pull. Let's first start with the radar for Prince William County. Okay, let's kind of move this around a little bit. Let's get in here. So there's Prince William County. Everything right now is north of you. You had some pretty good snows earlier, even down to Dale City, last 2 hours, but then boom, it's gone. I don't know that much is going to make it in there in the next couple of hours. Maybe a little mix overnight, but I don't see much happening in the next hour or two in Prince William County. And that includes North Prince William, you know, Haymarket, and that includes Manassas, and certainly includes Dale City. Good question. Where are the... I do want to show these two maps. And remember... Eastern Warren County? What did you say? How much? Is that a report of snow or what? I missed that. You know, usually this type of situation, elevation hurts you a little bit because you erode the cold air at higher levels and the cold air sinks to the sinks down. But I mean, I think you're far enough west that you're going to probably have some mix, you know, until 3 or 4 in the morning. I just don't think it's going to be an ice storm. I really don't. We can look at that. Certainly, I can show you that in a second. I do want to show you the map, if I can find it. Here we go. Remember, this is cumulative snow for the next 7 days. So GFS is going a little more aggressive than the Euro, but good news for the ski resorts. Boom. That is great news for the ski resorts. So let me just show you what the models are going for ice, and this is the European model, and it's not going, well, this has gone a little more crazy, I will say, out toward Leesburg now and Hagerstown. So you get up to 1/10 of an inch, and you get over 1/10 of an inch is a little problematic. In Front Royal, if you get, you know, 2,600s, a 1/4 inch ice is pretty bad. That will pull down some limbs. Oakland has got you pretty serious at 3,800s. But the winter storm warning, I guess we should go over this, is for snow and ice tonight in those areas. So it does include those areas. I just am not 100% sure it's going to be that bad. You know, I just don't think it's going to be that bad. But, you know, again, if you're up 2,000 feet in Warren County, you're going to have some icing. Yeah, you'll have some. Let's see here. So I wanted to show you guys where the warnings are. So the advisory continues for the immediate metro area winter weather advisory includes D.C. and Prince George's and also Fairfax. They were added in the afternoon package. They were not originally part of the winter weather advisories, but they are now. So, and I'm having a let's see here. I can pull these up a little better, a little more easily than that. Okay, so where are the advisories? So here are the advisories. And they go until early morning. So there you go. So they do include D.C. and Prince George's. But notice the white area, that's really more for ice and snow. It's not so much for snow. In fact, they're below criteria for a winter weather, for a winter storm warning for snow, but not for ice. So that's, you're out there along the Blue Ridge and in the mountains. Ice is going to be I think, a small problem, not a major problem tonight. It is going to be hard to erode this cold air. One thing that got us a little colder today, winds turned more northeast than east. And that helped us if you are a snow lover. All right, so let's kind of reset things here. So this is the big picture. And this does show kind of a, it's not much is happening behind this. It's are we done? I don't know if we're done, but we're not really seeing anything fill in. It's coming down the river, yes, and that's it, but we don't get a lot of stuff moving in from northwest to southeast anyway. We'll see where this batch goes is back into Charleston. That might hit us in the pre-dawn hours of the morning. So that's a possibility, but right now it's kind of a lull, and here it is, last 2 hours, everything pretty much has moved out, and then you've got this little band, but it's not that strong of a band. I mean, notice it's all blue, it's all gray or white. That's snow, or I think in this case sleet, but it's not heavy snow. The heavy bands of snow will show up in blue, so you have a little bit of little bit of mix, Silver Spring, Old Town, Sterling, but there's just nothing upstream here that has me worried. And again, okay, well, what about this getting in here? Well, that's 200 miles still, so that's still 10. It's probably 8 hours away. Yeah, probably pre-dawn hours. That's probably about right. So again, big picture, just began to move out. Now, let's take you through the night, and this is our local model here. So 10 o'clock, still has a little bit of snow. Not so sure it's going to happen. I just think it's overdone. And then overnight, I think I agree with this coming through, and then we're pretty much done. I mean, there's a little, fits and starts between 8 a.m. and 11 o'clock, and then by noon rather, we're pretty much done. And even Front Royal's 42, Luray's 46. I mean, we're pretty much done by that time. Now, the other model is a little more aggressive, and I think it's a little too aggressive. So this has got snow now, which is not happening. Snow north, fills all this in by 1:30, and then, like the other model, it brings it out. Again, after 6:30, 7 o'clock, it's pretty much gone except along the border. But I think it remains cloudy all day. I don't think we're going to clear. I think clouds will return, actually, tomorrow. Grace, anything else? I want to do one more thing. Hang on one second here. Let's check temps. I know, got to observer, Potomac, Gaithersburg. Yeah, 29. I can confirm that. 30 in Leesburg, 32 in Frederick, 32 now in D.C. That's interesting. 32 in Manassas. And what happens is if we keep getting precip, we'll hold in the cold air. But if the precip doesn't, keep going steady, and winds turn more easterly, we should lose the cold air overnight. It will be harder to scour out, out along I-81 and just up against the Blue Ridge, no doubt. But that's, the latest. 30 Hagerstown, 29 Martinsburg, 29 Gaithersburg, and 32 in D.C., which is pretty interesting. That big band of snow cooled off D.C. What happened was it was like, 38, 39, and it started raining, and then that cools the atmosphere. It's sort of like when you get out of a pool and you walk to your pool towel and you're like kind of cold, but it's the water evaporating. It's evaporative cooling, and that's what happens to the atmosphere. And we know that because the atmosphere was dry, had a low dew point. Lower the dew point, more evaporative cooling. So we knew that the temp would fall, the dew point would rise to saturation, but then somewhere in the middle would probably end up being below freezing, and it is, or around freezing. 32 in Frederick, 30 in Leesburg, 32 in Front Royal, 32 in Luray, Harrisonburg 32, 25 in Oakland. That does not bode well. You folks could have some serious ice in Oakland, but 34 in Morgantown. So, Grace, any other questions? Notice I didn't use the breadometer tonight. Wasn't worthy. Silver Spring, Tacoma Park area. You've got a little mix going on right now. Not a lot, but temps are right around freezing for you. It's not going to get heavy, but you could be slippery on your sidewalk if you're walking around Tacoma Park. Be careful. I don't see much. I don't see another burst. The new models, let me see if the new model's in here and give you all a little peek here. Let me see if the new model's in. No. Nope, not yet. Sorry. Because I'm kind of interested to see if they pick up another burst or if it just stays light. But I think, again, if you're upper Montgomery County, north of 66, in Fairfax and in Loudoun and points north into Frederick, we're going to continue with this mix. Probably not much more snow, if any, but some sleet and freezing rain will develop tonight. Any other questions, Grace? Okay, yeah, we'll talk about Thursday's storm. So I'll show you the 7-day. Well, Thursday's storm looked really great last week, and then it didn't. And right now, it looks like it's just going to go south of us. So we got some snow showers or light snow Wednesday night into early Thursday morning. But then there may be a better chance, it's not going to be a pure snow either, but there may be a better chance of snow Sunday morning. It'll probably kick to rain, but it'll probably start as snow. So we have a lot of chances, but we don't have any really excellent, good, locked-in chance. But, Thursday was a potential. It was a very strong storm to the south. We had high pressure to the north. We had cold air available, and it's just going to duck and go south. It's a very crazy pattern right now in terms of storm tracks. All the Arctic air is locked up north. Subtropical jets all over the place. So we've got little storms traveling to our north, and then the other storms in the subtropical jet are either going too far south or just a little too far west and north. So it's actually a very bizarre pattern for January. But we knew it wasn't going to be a great winter for snow lovers. We still got all of February and a little bit of March to go. We can still get good snows. And some of you had a good snow back in December, well north and west of town. Some guys had, 4 to 6 inches, 4 to 10 inches of snow. We didn't have that downtown. We just had a little bit, but we have some more chances. Let's put it that way. So let me just see one more thing. I'll give you a little sneak peek here if this is in. Okay, it is in. Yeah, and it doesn't bring in that much in terms of heavier precip. But it does keep us kind of miserable all day tomorrow. Yeah. So I'm not going to I'll look at those numbers and make some minor adjustments for 11. But I think for the most part, our forecast is on track. I think it looks okay. Just expect that mix north and west of town until the wee hours of the morning. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll do this again Wednesday night if the thing gets a little closer to us for the Wednesday-Thursday storm. In the meantime, have a good night. Hope to see you at 11.